Bonjour tout le monde. Ça va? It's nearly Christmas. And guess what? There's been parties happening this week. There has been nursery parties. There was Christmas lunch today. It's been amazing. And I hear that Santa was in the playground. Really? I didn't believe it, but Primary 3 told me that Santa was in the playground and that he'd been going round chapping on all the windows and doing this to folks. So Santa is obviously watching you, making sure that you're being good. And I hope you've all written your letters to Santa, because if you haven't written your letters to Santa, then, there's not many days left for him to get here to give you the gifts. So make sure that letter is done. Because you never know, you might get a letter back from him, or you might actually get what you ask for. So make sure that letter is written. So we've got lots in assembly today. In fact, I had a list somewhere. And where is my... I've got a letter. Miss Bally, Downfield Primary, 20 Haldane Crescent, Dundee. But it says, by hand. And look, it's got holly on it. And it's got red and white stripes around the outside. I wonder who it's from. Let's see. It's got Santa on the top with some candy canes. No way! Santa's been in my office, can you believe it? This is from Santa. I've got a letter from Mrs. Emmett. I've got a letter from Santa. I have. Look, it was on my desk. Look.
You know what? I've not got one.
You not? No. You've obviously not been a good girl this year then.
Well, that's debatable, right enough.
I have.
Oh.
I've got my letter from Santa.
You know what? Maybe I'll get mine tomorrow.
Maybe. But Santa seemingly was in the... Did you know that Santa was in the playground today?
I did. I've got a picture of him. I caught him out the window.
No
I was
way.
in Primary 1 and he waved through the window at us all. I think he was here to check that all the boys and girls have been good.
Well, he's obviously been checking up on me, because look at the letter I've got from
Oh,
him.
he has. You've got 3 kisses. Love, Santa. Kiss, kiss, kiss.
I must have been really good.
There you go.
I think you need to send that photo of Santa so that anyone that missed and doesn't believe that Santa was in our playground.
Do you know what? He was quite fast, and I managed to get my phone out and take a picture, and it was just as well, because some of the primary ones were so small that by the time they got up and got to see it, they missed them. But at least they got to have a look at the picture on my phone. So I'll send it to you.
Send it to me and I'll put it in assembly. That would be great. Okay. Excuse me, go away. I've got to read a letter. So my letter from Santa. Dear Miss Bally, thank you so much for your letter you sent to me with your Christmas list. I know you've had a very good year and worked hard to keep all the children in Downfield Primary safe and happy in this very strange year. I've been tuning in... Wait till you see this. I've been tuning into your YouTube assemblies every week, and I have to say they have been very entertaining, especially seeing you doing the hoovering. He wasn't meant to see that one. Because you have been so good, I'm going to do my very best to make sure you get everything that was on your list. However, at this time, I'm not sure I will be able to get you a Harley Davidson motorcycle that you asked for. I might be able to get you the boots you asked for, though. Have yourself a wonderful Christmas and keep looking up to the sky for my sleigh on Christmas Eve. Love, Santa. Kiss, kiss, kiss. P.S. I do like a nice hot chocolate, and Rudolph loves a carrot. He didn't like the parsnip that you left last year. I've got a letter from Santa! How lucky am I? Okay, so now that I'm over all my excitement of getting my letter from Santa, I have to say I'm a bit disappointed I'm not getting my Harley Davidson. I mean, come on, top of the list. Santa must be a bit skint this year, I think, maybe. But anyway, today's assembly, we have some Christmas messages from some of the children in the school. We also have a wee bit of information about what Christmas is like around the world, because we know what it's like here. And even here, everyone's Christmas is different. So we're going to have a look at Christmas around the world, and we'll have our Stars of the Week as well. We won't have our photo gallery as we usually do because we're having the Christmas messages from some of the children as well. Now, this isn't the last assembly of the year because I'm going to do an assembly next week, which will be available on Wednesday morning. And in that, I have some special guests who are helping me with assembly. So that will be our final Christmas assembly. So stay tuned and let's learn all about Christmas around the world. Christmas around the world. So the aim of today is to understand that Christmas traditions are different around the world. So the first thing I want us to think about, what happens at Christmas? So do you have any Christmas traditions that you do in your family? So what things do you do? So I'm going to ask your teacher to pause just now and think about what you do in your family. So perhaps some of you put up a Christmas tree, wrap presents, eat mince pies, put up a stocking and fill it with parcels. Christmas pudding, you pull crackers. Now, that's some of the things I'm sure that you have said you will do. But I wonder if it's like that everywhere in the world. So what does happen in other places? Well, let's have a think about it. What do you think Christmas celebrations involve in different countries? Some traditions around the world are very similar to ours, but others are totally different. Let's find out. So, for example, in Austria, this traditional carol comes from Austria. Legend has it that it was composed to be played on a rather battered organ, but not very many notes. Perhaps the church mice had become so hungry they'd nibbled at the organ bellows. In India, traditionally in India, houses and streets are decorated with folded paper stars. Also in India, sometimes people create nativity scenes in gardens and parks using mango trees and palms instead of fir trees. In Ireland, candles are lit in the windows, and that is to guide Mary and Joseph to a safe resting place. They're often red and decorated with sprigs of holly. In the West Indies, many homes are given a really good cleaning before decorating for Christmas. Sometimes people even repaint whole rooms if they think they don't look good enough. In Poland, some families hold a big Christmas feast on Christmas Eve. There are usually at least 12 dishes served, including a whole carp, which is a kind of fish. Now in South Africa, they celebrate Christmas Eve with a big family dinner. Then in Sweden, in some places, on the feast of St. Lucia, which is the 13th of December, the eldest daughter of each family dresses up with a wreath on her head, which holds lit candles. Traditionally, she serves coffee and special buns to her family. I have to say, I don't fancy walking about with lit candles on my head. The danger of your hair going on fire, I think, would be quite high. In most countries, with a Christmas tradition, give presents. In Russia, they have a story of Babushka, an old lady who was too busy to help the wise men look after the baby Jesus or give them food and shelter. Every Christmas, she roams the countryside looking for the Christ child, giving out presents to children to make up for her mistakes. In many South American countries, the creche or elaborate nativity scene takes pride of place among the Christmas decorations in everyone's home. So there you can see Mary and Joseph, baby Jesus in the crib, and 3 wise men. In Spain, the Feast of Epiphany on the 6th of January is when children leave out their shoes or boots with hay and carrots for the horses of the wise men. In the morning, children find their gifts have been replaced with little presents, chocolate, or money. In France, they traditionally celebrate the feast of St. Nicholas, which is the patron saint of children, which is on the 6th of December. This is when children are given small presents and sweets. St. Nicholas rides around town in his sleigh. The festival celebrates the story of St. Nicholas rescuing 3 poor children from being eaten by a wicked butcher. In Germany, decorating a fir tree at Christmas was introduced from Germany. Now, traditionally, Christmas trees are not put up and decorated until Christmas Eve in Germany, after which the family would go to church. Now, some of our Christmas trees have been up since not long after the October holidays. So in Germany, they go up on Christmas Eve. Also, many festivals celebrate with lights, and Christmas is no different. The Christingel tradition also came from Germany. The orange represents the world, and the candle, Jesus, the light of the world. The red ribbon represents the blood of Jesus and goes all around the world, reminding Christians that Jesus died for everyone. The 4 cocktail sticks are the 4 corners of the world, and the sweets and dried fruit remind the faithful of God's good gifts. So Christmas is different everywhere in the world. But most of all, I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas here in Dundee. A Christmas collar. It was Christmas Eve, and Mila was out in the woods walking her dog Lumi. "Wow! What's that?" said Mila, as she saw something sparkling in the snow. Lying on the ground in front of them was a collar. There was no name on it, and no one else to be seen for miles. Mila popped the collar round Lumi's neck to keep it safe until they could find the owner. That night, Mila was full of anticipation. She climbed into bed, wondering whether Christmas was just as exciting for dogs. "Good night, buddy," she said, stroking Lumi's ears. I think there's something funny happening to Lumi there. Just as Lumi was drifting off to a gentle snooze, the room began to glow. "I must be dreaming," she thought, opening her eyes, "because it feels like I'm flying." Lumi rolled and wriggled, all the while lifting slowly into the air. The door flew open and she floated further and further out into the night sky. While she whirled and wobbled as she moved closer to another figure gliding across the horizon. Lumi blinked in disbelief as before she knew it, she was nose to nose with a reindeer. "Jiggling jiggles," gasped the reindeer in shock. "I didn't know Santa let dogs do sleigh duty." "Santa? Sleigh duty?" replied a very confused Lumi. "I should be home in bed." The reindeer laughed. "We've got a lot of work to do before you can go back to bed," he said, as the magical collars guided them to the North Pole. When they arrived, Lumi gazed in wonder as she saw an enormous, glimmering sleigh. More reindeer appeared from every direction. One by one, they all landed softly and headed over to the sleigh. Suddenly, beautiful golden reins magically appeared around Lumi and all the reindeer. I think there may have been a mistake, she yelped, hoping someone would hear her as her feet lifted off the ground again. But it was no use. On they flew until they reached the house of the first child on Santa's list and landed gently on the roof. Santa delivered the gift and made his way back to the sleigh. As he passed his team of reindeer, he spotted something strange. "Ho, ho, hold on a minute," said Santa. "You're not Dasher." No, I'm Lumi," she said, and told Santa the whole story of her surprising adventure. "That's no ordinary collar you're human found," chuckled Santa. "All my reindeer wear those magical collars that call them into action on Christmas Eve." "So where is Dasher?" asked Blitzen. I think I know where to find her," said Lumi. After a quick sniff of the air, she knew which way to go. "Follow me," she said, and guided Santa and his reindeer to the woods. They set the sleigh down and Lumi started to search for the spot where Mila had found the collar. She sniffed the ground and the trees until eventually she led Santa to the right place. Santa blew a tiny golden whistle, but Lumi couldn't hear a thing. Then, all of a sudden, a beautiful reindeer came bounding through the trees. "Dasher!" cried Santa with glee as the reindeer nuzzled into his chest. Santa took the collar from Lumi and placed it around Dasher's neck. "I'm so glad we found you," beamed Santa. "It's a good job Lumi was here to help." "Thank you, Lumi," said Dasher. "I was racing with my brother in the wood and my collar must have fallen off." Santa hopped back into his sleigh and checked his watch. "Crinkling crackers," he said. "We need to leave now if we're going to deliver all these presents on time." "Next on the list is a little girl called Mila," said Santa. Lumi's face lit up with joy. "Well, I can certainly help you find that house," she said, and off they went. Santa and Lumi climbed down the chimney with some presents for Mila and her family. Lumi crept quietly back into her bed and fell asleep, exhausted after her magical journey. Mila and her family woke up on Christmas morning to find some presents waiting for each of them. There was even something extra special under the tree for Lumi. And here we are with Stars of the Week for this week, and the first one goes to Alexa in P2S for always trying her best. Well done. I absolutely agree, Alexa. Well done to you. Then in P7C, we have Kieran B for having a go at a language task. You know what, Kieran? No matter how tough it gets, I always appreciate folk giving it a go. So well done to you. Then we have Katie, who always accuses me of being a bread stealer, in P6M for an excellent effort when reading aloud. Well done to you, Katie. I'll forgive you calling me a bread stealer. Then we have Emily in P6S for an excellent effort creating symmetrical patterns in ICT. Well done to you, Emily. Really proud. And then, talking of proud, this one goes to P5B, the whole class, for an excellent effort with creating patterns using Scratch with Miss Bunce. I agree, the patterns are absolutely brilliant, and I will show them at the end of Stars of the Week. So well done to you guys. And well done to Miss Bunce for teaching them. Well done to Alyssa in P3SP for trying her best, being super helpful and working well in a team. Well done to you, Alyssa. P4D this time, and it goes to Megan J for being enthusiastic and always having a positive attitude towards her learning. I couldn't ask for any more, Megan. Well done to you. Then we have Cameron in P2W for being a super listener all week. Well done. Cameron, absolute superstar. Well done to you. Imogen in P4B for very hard working and always completing tasks without giving up. That makes my heart happy, Imogen. I couldn't ask for any more from anyone. Well done to you. This one's from Mr. J, and it goes to all of P5H for a superb performance in bench ball this week. Well done, P5H. This one's also from Mr. J, and it goes to Frankie in P4D for super behaviour and participation in PE. Well done to you, Frankie. This one goes to Alex in P5H for brilliant listening and putting 100% effort into every task. Alex, again, I couldn't ask any more. Well done to you. Next is Ishal in P3C for working incredibly hard this week and never giving up. Well done to you, Toots. Great job. Jacob in P7DS for working very hard and making me smile. Thank you. Well done to you, Jacob. Always good to hear that people make others smile. Then Jaden in P5B for a great effort in art and for being kind and helpful in class. Well done to you, Jaden. Great stuff. Jamie in P6M for maintaining positive behaviour and having a good attitude towards his learning. Keep it up. I absolutely agree, Jamie. Keep it up. That's brilliant news. Well done. Lily in P6S for her honesty and consideration of others in her class. Lovely work, Lily. I agree. Couldn't agree more, in fact. It makes my heart happy. Well done, Lily. And the last one appears to go to me for doing an all-round awesome job. I don't know who gave me this, but thank you. I really do appreciate it. And please just ignore that my battery is about to die. Well done to every single one of you for an awesome and amazing week. You're all brilliant. Well done. And here is the scratch art that Miss Bunce's class have created. Isn't it amazing? Now, this was all done on the iPad using programming and changing the colours, and absolutely amazing. Really, really good work. You'll also see some of it up on the wall outside Miss Bunce's classroom. Really good. I would just like to say a huge well done to Primary 5B for creating this amazing art. Some of these are absolutely brilliant. Well done, guys. Oh, I love the star. That's great. But there's so many shapes within the star. We've got triangles, we've got a pentagon, Really, really good. I'd love to know how you create some of these. I've created a very basic one, but absolutely brilliant. Well done. Thank you for that.
Feliz Navidad!
Let it snow!
Fire and rings.
He began to shout. Here comes Santa Claus. Oh yeah, jingle all the way.
We wish you a Merry Christmas!
Hello everyone and happy Friday. It's getting close to the end of the term, so we thought we'd do our house points a little bit earlier than normal, and we will present those numbers for you just now. Lots more points seem to be given out, so the numbers are a wee bit higher than they have been in the last couple of months, and this has only been a short month, so it's good to see that staff are handing out points when they see good positive behaviour around the school, and it also shows you that you, boys and girls, are displaying positive behaviour to earn these points. So, without further ado, we'll do this in the traditional way of Afric, Berry, Clover, then Devon. Drum roll for Afric, please. 178 points. Excellent. And a drum roll for Berry, please. 173. Can we have a drum roll for Clover? 187, Clover in the lead. It's only down to Devon now. Drum roll. And show. Wow, 207. So this month's winning house is Devon. I will add all the points up to the yearly totals. So if you're passing the dining hall corridor, you can have a look to see who's in the lead. Well done, everyone. I'll see you all in the new year. And goodbye from our house captains. You going to wave, guys? Merry Christmas, everyone. Bye for now.
Hello, Ryan. I'm Santa Claus. Hi, what do you want for Christmas?
Right, hold on. Santa needs his elf.
Yeah, Santa.
I can't get it.
Come on, elf. Get ready. Here we go.